It's done. I'm done. I'm I'm finished. I finished my book. I finally finished my book. This has been a 6-month journey. Yeah. No, well, yeah, 6 months. I started in January. And it's called The Ultimate Zoom Cookbook. I got I got to see the cover for the design today as well. I think they said it's going to be published May 31st is the day that you could officially purchase my book. I've never written a book, and I never will again. It was it was hard. It was very hard, and I think it ended up being like over. I think it's gonna be like over 300 pages. And it's a Zoom cookbook. So basically, what that means is there's hundreds of recipes, basically, of how to do cool Zoom stuff, right? Everything from basic stuff like how to download Zoom, how to log into Zoom, how to start a Zoom meeting. But I dive deep into how to use Zoom phone and webinars. I dive into advanced tips and tricks like huddles and Zoom clips and Zoom notes. I even have there's a whole chapter on AI companion. So it's been a labor of love, to a degree. I actually learned things about Zoom that I didn't even know. Like, I join a lot of webinars, as a presenter and as a host, but rarely, if ever, have I set up a webinar, with registration and polls and quizzes and surveys. Never done it. I have now. I've done it plenty of times now. I've never live streamed to YouTube or Twitch or Meta or Facebook. Never done it. I have now plenty of times, and I document the whole process on every single step on how to do it. So that's what the cookbook's about. It's basically an ultimate user guide to Zoom and to up to date Zoom, right? So I know in matter of 6 months to a year, this probably will be a little bit dated as Zoom adds more features. But today, it's literally updated with almost everything you can do in Zoom. It is humbling to say the least to write a book because then the editor comes back and it's full of red. So that's humbling. And then you have to rewrite the parts that you need to. And then it goes to a grammatical editor, and then it goes to a technical reviewer. So then it goes for final reviewing. So you're writing the chapter like 4 times, and it's a ton of work. I think there ended up being 11 chapters, 10 or 11 chapters in it. There's a couple of appendixes too. Appendixes? Appendici? What is that word? I don't know. That's why I can't write. I don't even know the word right now. So I spend a lot of weekends and a lot of nights writing and editing a book and coming up with ideas and taking screenshots. So thanks to my family for putting up with that. There's been a lot of time where they probably lost with me, which is maybe that was a good thing. You'd have to maybe ask them. And it's like a real book. It's not like one of these self-publishing things. Then you could say I'm a published author. No, this is like from a publishing company called Pack Publishing, who do tons of like technical books. You can look them up on Amazon, right? They have a whole website and whole in LinkedIn. They're like legit publishing company, and kudos to them. They were professional as hell to work with. They were very prompt. They were always communicating. They were great. The whole team has been really great to work with. Again, if they asked me to write another book, I'm not sure I would right now. It was always like a stress causing, anxiety causing thing that was always looming over my head, knowing I had to get chapter 1 done or chapter 3 done. There was always dates and deadlines. And sometimes I just wasn't in the mood to write. There would be days where I didn't write anything. But knowing full well in the back of your mind, you're like, well, I didn't write 3 pages today. I have to write 6 tomorrow. So sometimes I would sit down, probably not the best way to do it. I would just sit down and write like 20 pages. And then I would be exhausted. It's a lot of work. I would probably change the way I did it a little bit differently if I wrote another book. I would be more consistent and have to work in spurts less, maybe. That's my advice if you're thinking about writing a book. You have to do it every day. But it takes a long time. And I mean, I'm glad I'm done. I'm really glad I'm done. I'll probably be really glad when I have like a hard copy in my hand. I think if you've stayed with me through this video long enough, I think they're wanting me to get 10 people are so to read the book and actually review the book. You know how Amazon works. You see a bunch of cool reviews, you're like, well, that's probably a cool product. I'll probably buy that. So if you want to read the book, maybe DM me, let me know. I could put you on the list, and you can read the book. I only need 10, so maybe it's the first 10 people that ask. I'll peg those, and I'm hoping you'll write a good review. Oh, be honest. I mean, of course, it's certainly I need feedback on it as well. What else? I'm probably have to do a whole bunch. I think part of my contract is I have to do a whole bunch of social media posts. I'm sure that's just the way the world works today. Advertising the book and talking about the book. I don't know if do people do book signings anymore? Is that still a thing? I mean, I guess if you're like a famous author like David Balducci or something like that, you'll do one. But maybe I'll just go to the local bar and sit back and throw some books up there and sign some. I'm sure it's probably I don't even know. I really don't know if it's online. I know you can buy it from the store, but I don't know if there's like a PDF edition. You know what? I think there is. If you buy the book, you can also get the PDF edition for free. I'll have to check on that. I'm not real sure. What else is going on in my life? Oh, LinkedIn Learning. Whew, that's another project that I'm doing. I'm doing a LinkedIn Learning course. They asked me to be an instructor for one of their courses. I bet you can't guess what it's about. Yeah, you nailed it. It's Zoom. So that's now looming over my head, and I've got all the scripts done. I think it's 20 something videos. You know, there's short 3, 4 minute videos. Again, walking through webinars and chat and things. Actually, you know what? This is only about webinars. That's right. This LinkedIn course is solely about webinars and large meetings. So everything you can do in a webinar, you're going to learn in the LinkedIn course as well, and they're really professional over at LinkedIn. Like they like sent me a headset and a phone and a microphone, and they sent me a USB pre 2 like audio interface to connect. And we had sound level guys and checking video, and we're checking screen ratio. And I have to do a bunch of screen recordings, so we want to make sure those are okay. So there's been a lot of test videos I've done. I think I'm done with chapter 4 of the videos. A lot of screen recordings. I'm be doing some voiceover, so that's looming over my head as well. I think I have to get those done by May 31st as well. So I need to get to work on those. So LinkedIn Learning reached out, and I'm doing that course. Once I get the book and the LinkedIn Learning course, maybe I can enjoy my summer a little bit more, because those are kind of sitting over my head a little bit, right? Because I have to get those done. Plus, I have a full time job. Plus, I'm a full time dad. Plus, I'm a full time husband, and I have friends, and sometimes I have a social life. It's a lot. I'll be glad when these 2 things are off my plate. I did take a few days off. I did take 4 days, and we went to some friends, and I and my wife went to Myrtle Beach, and we spent 4 days in Myrtle Beach during Bike Week, which I always go to every year. It's a good way to pretend to be a biker for 4 days. You know, there's probably these 50-year-old guys with corporate jobs, and for 4 days, you just pretend like you, are a biker, and you ride around with a bunch of group of guys, and you'll ride with people that you've never even met. There's like 200,000 people there, but it's always fun it's fun for me to ride with a big pack of motorcycles, and just feel very manly, right? You feel like you're a badass. We all know I'm not, but you can feel that way and pretend to be a biker for a few days. So I did that. What else am I doing? Oh, next month, going to London. Never been to London. In fact, I've never been to Europe at all. I say that. I was a kid when I was 2 years old. I lived in Germany. My dad was in the Air Force, but I don't remember. I was 2. So going back to London, going to London, not going back, going to London. Zoom opened up an EBC center there. So we're having a big conference kind of thing with customers and partners. And I was humble enough that they asked me to speak at it for a couple of days. So I thought, why the hell? Let's make a vacation out of it. So we're going on Saturday to Saturday, June. I can't even remember, middle of June. So looking forward to that. That'll be my work vacation. I'm getting a bunch of recommendations on places to go, where to stay. We have a buddy that lives over there. He's working over there, so he's going to meet up with us. We haven't seen him in a while. So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to I believe, 9-hour plane ride. That is not my idea of fun. The cool thing, though, is the plane ride is at night. So you get on the plane at night, hopefully you can sleep for a few hours and wake up and you're in London. Oh, I almost have a full kitchen. I don't know if I've told you or probably not. I've renovated, we gutted the whole kitchen. We bit the bullet and gutted the whole kitchen. It's 95% done. I need a vent hood to be done. I actually have the vent hood up. I just need the HVAC system to be behind it so it actually works. And I need a refrigerator. I don't have a refrigerator. I think that's supposed to come May 31st as well. Wow, a lot of stuff's happening on May 31st. And once I'm done with that, I've I'm done renovating the house. I think that's the last room that we needed to finish. I say that, I guarantee you my wife will have a list of things I need to fix. I guarantee you there will be a list, but at least that'll be off my plate. I've been eating out for 2 months now, and it's not been fun. I've been washing dishes in my sink, so I finally have a dishwasher and a faucet and a drain. It's amazing how much you take for granted when you don't have it. So can't wait for that to be done as well. If you follow me on LinkedIn, you've seen I've been doing some shorts lately, right? Some reels, these 90-second, or actually they're 60-second, right? So they're 60-second reels that I've been doing. And so those are kind of cool because I don't have to edit them. I actually pay somebody to edit them. I'm gonna fully admit that I do. And it's been great. And he's been great at doing it. So I've been doing that and then tying them to a fuller video on YouTube. So let me know if you enjoy those kind of reels as well. And if so, I'll keep doing some more. My dogs are at daycare today. I have 3 dogs, so that's a lie. I have 3 dogs, but only 2 of them are at daycare today. We have like an American Stafford dog, Staffordshire, is that how you say it? Baby is her name, and she is a baby around people, not around other dogs. She does not get along well with other dogs. In fact, we took her to get they I don't know if you know this, but when you take it to a dog kennel or whatever, they test them to make sure that he can get along with other dogs before they unleash the hounds, right? So she's failed the test twice. She loves people. She loves her brother and her sister, but she just hates other dogs, and it's so she can't go. But the other 2 are there. The golden doodle, Louie's there, and Bentley, the French bulldog, are there. We enjoy taking them because at night they're exhausted. As soon as they get home, they drink some water, have dinner, and boom, they're out for the night. They're not annoying you the whole time. Louis is a bit of a like when I say annoying, I mean maybe it kind of is. He needs attention all the time. Like he needs to be petted all the time. He needs to lay in your lap. He wants you to throw the ball. And after a long day of work, I don't really want to do that for hours at end. So taking him to daycare is a good way to get some energy up. I bet. Oh, it's my son's home from school. By the way, school's out next week. He's really super excited. I'm not. I like when he goes to school, but he's home right now, so the dog's barking. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else going on. So I just wanted to give everybody a life update. People seem to enjoy these. Have a great day.